Hey there guys, how's it going? Dexstar here, and I've got a cool lesson for you. So this is a 6/8 groove where we're counting 6 beats in the bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but we're going to be doing it on the snare drum, so snare drum bass groove, and it's all based on using alternating singles, which is just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So start by playing really soft singles on the snare drum, right, left, and try and get comfortable just making that sound nice and quiet, nice and soft and smooth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put some loud notes in there, just to make it feel a little bit more groovy. So we're going to start with, and we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we're going to borrow 6. And then we're going to start by trying to put a nice loud snare drum on beat 4. So we've got 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And starting with that, that's enough to catch a lot of people out. So start with just that. And then when you're feeling comfortable, you can start adding a few of these extra little bits in there. But start with that. If that's all you get from this lesson, great, go away from it. You know, you've learned another thing on the drums. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next, we're going to start putting some bass drums in there. So we're going to start with the bass drum on the very first beat, just beat 1. So bass drum and right hand together, very soft snare drum. Don't make that a loud snare drum just because you're playing a bass drum. So still soft snare drum, nice loud bass drum. How do you play something soft and something loud? Don't focus on how hard you're hitting the drum, focus on how high the stick is coming. So again, if you want to play softly, just don't lift the stick so high. That's the secret to it. So because normally people lift their foot, they lift their arm at the same time. So just try and focus on that soft snare drum, loud bass drum, just for this part. And then if you just put that in, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sounds groovy. And then we're going to add some extra bass drums. So the next 2 bass drums are going to line up with some left hands, which are a little bit iffy. So we're going to go right and kick, left, right, and then we've got a left hand and a bass drum, right hand on its own, left hand and a bass drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. All those snare drums are soft. Don't let the bass drum cause you to make louder snare drums. 1 and 2 and 3 and. But make sure those kicks are with those beats, not kind of flamming in between. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then we've got the loud snare drum on beat 4, followed by a left, and then to make it a little bit more tricky, for 5 and, we're going to diddle the notes, we're going to play a double. So rather than right, left, you're going to play right, right, left, left. And it's twice as quick. You can see those 4 notes in the notation joined together with, I was going to say 4, 3 lines, okay, which makes it super awesome. If it was 4 lines, my hands would drop off. But yeah, so 3 lines, and that means it's even quicker. So 4 and 5 and, letting them diddle. And then 6 is going to be a right hand on the snare, just nice and soft. And then you can see I put in a loud left hand to finish off, just to give it a little bit more oomph. Oomph being a drumming term. Don't say oomph in a drum. What is that in your notation? Oh yes, it's oomph. That's not a drumming thing. I'm just making it up anyway. But yeah, oomph. Anyway, back to it anyway. So putting it all together, then you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and. So that's what we're trying to get. So 4 and 5 and 6 and. So focusing on those loud and quiet notes. Put it all together, you get this. Sorry, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7. And you got yourself a groove. Yeah, there's just a lot going on within that groove. Again, but you can see how I've kind of taught it you there in layers. Go through those layers, adding bit by bit, and then it all comes together. So I'm going to finish with a short solo now, just demonstrating this in a few different ways, give you an idea of where you can take it, because once you're comfortable with the groove, it doesn't end there. You then want to be able to do some fills and put some crash cymbals with it and have a jolly old good time. So here we go. yeah, gives you an idea of where you can go. If you feel like playing in 6/8 is a little bit of a kind of weakness within your playing, which it is for a lot of players that get comfortable playing in 4/4, and then the songs in there in 6, they might not even realise they're in a different time signature, and it's like you're playing a song, it's like, I don't feel as good a drummer on this song. Why does this song feel tense? And it's because it's a different environment, it's a different genre or a different feel, and it just makes you feel like, oh, I'm not as comfortable in this area. So if 6/8 is one of those areas, I've actually got a whole load of courses that you can check out which go into that. If you signed up as a channel member already, you've got instant access to all of those, and that'll help you to take these 6/8 grooves playing in 6 and add all those little trimmings to it to make it a bit more interesting. If you're not signed up, again, if you sign up for that, it's less than $10 a month, maybe the best thing you do for your drumming this year, just to take you to that next level. Like I say, you sign up and you get access to absolutely everything. So anyway, you guys take it easy, have a wonderful week. Thanks so much for checking out this lesson, and I will see you soon.